Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to the All Things Microbiology channel. In our previous video, we've talked about why microbiology is hard for students and then also talked about what is microbiology. So this channel exists to help simplify microbiology for you. For this video, we are going to be talking about a major point in microbiology, which are the two major types of cells we have in microbiology, and they are the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cell are simple single cell structures that do not have a nucleus. They do not have a true nucleus, neither do they have membrane bound organelles. The eukaryotic cells are much larger and complex in design. They have a true nucleus and they also have membrane bound organelles. A prokaryotic cell is small, doesn't have a true nucleus. What does it mean to have a true nucleus? It means that their genetic material is not enclosed in a nuclear membrane. Their genetic material rather is enclosed in a structure called or known as the nucleoid, and you always find their genetic material is mostly a single circular DNA floating or suspended in the nucleoid. Unlike in the eukaryotic cell, the eukaryotic cells have a true nucleus. Their genetic material is enclosed in a nucleus. So that is one major difference between a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell. Also, because of the simple nature of the design of the prokaryotic cell, it makes their multiplication faster, easier, and they carry out their life function in faster than a eukaryotic cell. And that is why a prokaryotic cell is implicated in a lot of diseases caused by microbes in human, because of their ability to multiply and carry out their processes faster. So an example of a prokaryotic cell that we have is a bacteria. A bacteria is a prokaryotic cell. It doesn't contain a true nucleus and it doesn't have membrane bound organelles like the endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi apparatus, the lysosomes. What a bacteria contains, what you can find in a typical prokaryotic cell is you can find a cytoplasm, which is a jelly-like structure in the cell. You can also find it in the eukaryotic cell. We can also find ribosomes. They have ribosomes. Ribosomes is for the production and translation of proteins. They contain ribosomes. Then you can find their cell wall. Yes, the prokaryotic cell usually have cell. So a prokaryotic cell have a cell wall. We are going to be going into the components of that cell wall in another video, but for the sake of this video, we are only looking at the basic difference between a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell. Some eukaryotes have cell walls, some don't. As like I gave example of a prokaryotic cell, we have bacteria. Example of a eukaryotic cell, we have humans, we have a fungi, we have protozoas, other types of cells. When you think about a prokaryote, just think about a self-contained or a bed sitter, where you have just one space. Your bed is in one corner, your kitchen, you map out one corner for your kitchen, your bathroom is literally in the room, everything you do it inside the room. That is what a prokaryotic cell is. Unlike in a eukaryotic cells have different compartments, and their organelles are contained in these different compartments, right? So a eukaryotic cell have its compartment for its endoplasmic reticulum. It has an endoplasmic reticulum, it has a Golgi apparatus, it has lysosomes. It just has different compartments for different things. You know how it is in a bed sitter that sometimes you can be cooking but you're not able to sleep there, right? Because it's a bed sitter, everything you have to do it in that place. Unlike in a eukaryotic cell, someone can be in the shower, someone can be in the kitchen, someone can be in the sitting room watching TV. So there are different compartments that makes their processes easier but a little bit more complex. Just the same way cleaning, arranging and figuring out a duplex is more complex than if it was a bed sitter, right? So that's one analogy you can think of when you compare a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell. Why should you know about your prokaryotic cell? What importance it is to you as a microbiologist? A lot of infections that are caused by microbes in humans and animals are prokaryotes. So you see why prokaryotes are very important in understanding diseases and caused by microbes, and also developing drugs for these infections. That is why prokaryotes are very important. Even in processes like genetic engineering, advanced microbiology, prokaryotes are very important because of their simple nature, it's very easy to manipulate them. So that is why the study of prokaryotes is very necessary. So in my next video, I'll be going deep more into the different organelles that you can find in the eukaryotes, what their function is, how you can differentiate them. We'll also talk about the cell wall of the prokaryote, how differentiation is made, right? Because I gave you an example of a prokaryote, which is a bacteria. In bacteria, there's a distinct thing that separates them that you can use for distinction between bacterial cells based on their cell wall. So that's what we're going to be looking at in our next video. So see you in the next video, and hope you stay tuned. Thank you.